Namaskar, good evening. You're watching the special edition of the Newshour and I'm Swati Joshi. There is a full-blown political war over madrasas. The recent crackdown on madrasas in Assam and the UP government's decision to survey unrecognized madrasas has sparked a massive political storm. Remember, the Yogi government recently announced a survey of unrecognized madrasas in the state, and the government says it is to gather information about the number of teachers and basic facilities available there. The move came on the request of the NCPCR with the aim of collecting data to facilitate policy making for the welfare of children. This decision came also on the back of BJP government in Assam bulldozing at least 3 madrasas in the last 1 month and arresting madrasa teachers allegedly involved in jihadi activities. And now a fresh arrest has also been made in Jammu Kashmir's Kishtwar, where a madrasa teacher has been arrested for allegedly passing on information related to security forces to a terror-controlled group from Pakistan. The accused has been identified as 22-year-old Abdul Wahid. The allegation is he was passing on sensitive information to a less-known terrorist organization, Kashmiri Jabaz Force. Now, despite mounting proof of some madrasas being linked to terror activities, there are individuals and there are organizations that are crying foul and accusing the BJP of targeting madrasas and Muslims. In fact, the All India Muslim Personal Law Board asked why these rules, the same rules, do not apply for other religious institutions such as the mutts, गुरुकुल्स एंड धर्मशालास।
सर्वे मॉडर्नाइजेशन के लिए नहीं हो रहा है। देखिए, आप लोग समझ नहीं रहे। सर्वे किस लिए हो रहा है? क्योंकि नेशनल कमीशन फॉर चाइल्ड प्रोटेक्शन राइट्स ने कहा। अब नेशनल प्रोटेक्शन चाइल्ड का जो वो तो अड्डा बना हुआ है एक हिंदुत्व आइडियोलॉजी को प्रमोट करने का। जो बच्चे प्राइवेट स्कूल में पढ़ रहे हैं वो बच्चे नहीं हैं। जो बच्चे आरएसएस के शिशु विहार सरस्वती मंच पढ़ रहे हैं उसमें बच्चे नहीं है। उनका सर्वे क्यों नहीं होगा भैया? आप एक सिलेक्टेड टारगेटेड सर्वे कर रहे हैं ताकि डेटा हासिल करने के बाद उनको हरास किया जाए। इसीलिए मैंने कहा कि सर्वे अगर कराना है तो गवर्नमेंट स्कूलों का करवाइए जिसमें कितने बच्चों के स्कूल में टॉयलेट्स हैं।
योगी जी जब से आए हैं उस वक्त से जरा सी थोड़ी सी एक्टिविटीज ज्यादा बढ़ गई हैं। तो अगर उनको शक है और किसी मदरसे के खिलाफ उनको ऐसा लगता है कि वहाँ कुछ ऐसी एक्टिविटीज हो रही है तो वो सीएम है, उनको राइट है, एवरी इंडियन को राइट है, वो सवाल नहीं है। उनको राइट है इस बात का वो खूब अच्छी तरह से निरीक्षण करवा लें। मोस्ट वेलकम। ये कहना चाहेंगे कि ईमानदारी इंसाफ से काम ले और अगर उसको किसी किस्म का कोई ऐसा गलत काम मिलता है तो बिल्कुल नहीं छोड़े, लेकिन बिला वजह किसी को परेशान न करें।
लेकिन हमारा भी सवाल है सरकार से, ये जो मदरसा पे बुलडोजर चलाना, ये गैर कानूनी तौर पर बुलडोजर चला के मदरसा को तोड़ दिया गया है। वो मदरसा वहाँ का जो है वो लैंड पट्टा पब्लिक लैंड है, पब्लिक डोनेशन दे के उसको बनाया, अच्छा सा एक बिल्डिंग बनाया, उसके परमिशन भी है, सब कुछ है। इसको तोड़ने का सरकार का कोई अधिकार नहीं है। नाजायज तौर पर सरकार ने इसको तोड़ा। अगर कोई एक्सट्रीमिस्ट कहीं भी रहता है, मदरसा में हो या स्कूल में हो, कॉलेज में हो, यूनिवर्सिटी में हो, किसी भी धर्म अनुष्ठान में अगर हो, जो आदमी क्राइम करेगा, जो किसी के एक्सट्रीमिज्म के साथ किसी का लिंक होगा, सरकार उसको गिरफ्तार करे, इन्वेस्टिगेशन करे, प्रूफ होने के बाद जो सजा है वो सख्त से सख्त सजा उसको दे। किसी का कोई आपत्ति नहीं, मुस्लिम समाज का कोई आपत्ति नहीं।
Well, the BJP is defending the decision and Union Minister Giriraj Singh, in fact, is also demanding a similar survey in the state of Bihar. Listen in.
पूरे मदरसा का वो सर्वे करा रहे हैं। कई लोगों को पेट में दर्द हो रहा है, ओवैसी जैसे लोगों को पेट में दर्द होने की जरूरत नहीं है। अगर वहाँ का मुख्यमंत्री चाहता है कि मुसलमानों को अच्छी शिक्षा मिले, लेकिन ओवैसी को दर्द कुछ और है कि कहीं ये तो ना पता चल जाएगा कि कौन बांग्लादेशी है, कौन रोहिंग्या है। सारे सीमा पर मदरसों की जांच होनी चाहिए, मस्जिदों की जांच होनी चाहिए, कौन लोग उसमें रह रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, भारत के खिलाफ कर रहे हैं या भारत के पक्ष में कर रहे हैं।
जहां जहां भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार है, सभी जगहों पर हमने मदरसों के मॉडर्नाइजेशन का काम किया है। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की जो मंशा रही है कि एक हाथ में कुरान हो और एक हाथ में कंप्यूटर हो, इस मंशा को फलित करते हुए मदरसों में भी अंग्रेजी की शिक्षा हो, विज्ञान की शिक्षा हो, तकनीकी शिक्षा हो और केवल दीनी तालीम देकर के उनको एक मजहबी कट्टरपंथ की तरफ जाने से रोका जाए, उनको सभी विषयों की शिक्षा दी जाए। इसके संदर्भ में अलग अलग प्रयास किए गए हैं और मदरसों को रेगुलराइज करने के लिए समय समय पर सर्वे भी किए जा रहे हैं।
Well, let's open this up. We have Firoz Bakht Ahmed, former VC of the Maulana Azad National Urdu University, and Islamic scholar Atikur Rahman is also joining us. Good evening to both of you. Atikur Rahman, the government says this is for modernization. It is to gather information about the unrecognized madrasas, and this has come after the NCPCR requested so, to collate data about the facilities available over there, so that there can be changes made to policies regarding madrasa. So what's wrong in it, and why are some people looking at it from a communal angle?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes.
Because I am getting a very interrupted, voice of yours. I had complained, but it is not getting rectified. What I gather from your question is, we Muslims have, a determined resolve to gain not only the Islamic education, but also a jihad which you call, sorry, not you, the Hindutvawadis call, UPSC jihad. So we Muslims are into a UPSC jihad, come what may. You demolish all the madrasas, whatever you like. We are into a jihad to gain scientific temperament. We are into a jihad to save our democracy. We are into a jihad to get rid of all the Hindutvawadis and the RSS, BJP. Come what may. You may demolish as many madrasas you want. Our resolve to make our nation strong will not end.
And in achieving the agenda, won't modernization really help, sir?
That's why I said scientific temperament is our resolve.
Then
come what may.
What is the objection
the
to
Quran
survey?
rests in the Muslim's heart.
Okay, understand your sentiments. Then what is the objection to the survey of unrecognized madrasas?
The mighty governments can do what they want.
What is the objection? Okay, let me in fact ask my team to fix that audio line with you. Maybe you're not able to hear my question. I want to bring in Firoz Bakht Ahmed. Firoz Bakht Ahmed, the entire community is not being questioned. The intent of individuals belonging to the community is not being questioned. Questions are here being raised about the objection, because some, like Mr. Owaisi, believe that there's a communal plot, that this is selective targeting, the survey of unrecognized madrasas, and the fact that it comes in the background of what has happened in Assam.
All right, Swati, let me tell you one thing. As far as Mr. Owaisi is concerned, he always sees things, firstly, with a Hindu-Muslim angle, and secondly, with tinged glasses, with negativity. That is a problem with Mr. Owaisi. I do not know why he does it. And doing this, he not only harms the interests of this beleaguered and cajoled Muslim community, but the entire harm of Bharat Mata, of our land of India. Now, this is something which has been troubling Muslim community for a very long time. And Muslims, I do not know, they should come out of the clutches of the netas, of the leaders, of the representatives of theirs, the so-called leaders, that is Mr. Owaisi, his brother Akbaruddin, then Tawqir Raza Khans, Azam Khans. All these people are harming the Muslim community and the Hindu-Muslim pact. Now, first part of Mr. Rahman, Atikur Rahman was correct, that yes, Muslim community should wage a jihad-e-akbar to be well-educated, to build, institutions of excellence, whether in the field of medicine, architecture, technology, blah, blah, blah. However, when he says that it is also a jihad on the part of Muslim community to to actually exterminate BJP and to finish Hindutva, I do not know. This is not a part of discussion. He has actually tried to change the goalpost. This is not the topic. Hindutva, BJP, I mean, it is a topic about debate. And finally, let me tell you, Swati, that we have to support this Himanta Biswa. Just a minute. We have to support Himanta Biswa Sarma because he is trying to modernize madrasas. He has not said that don't study Quran. He says, yes, you study Quran, but at the same time, madrasas should also produce scholars like, professors, architects, technicians, doctors,
okay,
all these people. This is what he has very
Atikur Rahman wants to come in. Atikur Rahman, you said that you want to achieve the agenda of...
and into something which is negative.
Okay.
Let us...
gaining knowledge of the religious scriptures along with scientific temperament. And my question is, won't modernization of the madrasas actually help you in achieving that goal?
Right, Swati, I am absolutely in agreement with you. The modernization and the service of every single institution in India is a need of the hour. The first institution to be modernized is the political parties who go horse trading, who go for resort politics, who go buying the MLAs, who bring down the governments. They need the modernization. They need the survey. I am not against the surveys. Our schools wherein a class 6 student cannot tell you a table 3 this thing, table, therein the surveys are required. All the government schools need
survey. But Mr. Atikur Rahman, in that case, you are on the same page. So you're on the same page.
In the name of terrorism?
You're on the same page with the government when it comes to modernization. Now, another incident has taken place in Kishtwar in Jammu Kashmir, where a teacher of the madrasa has now been nabbed. The allegation against that teacher is that he was passing on sensitive information about the security forces to a terrorist organization that was being controlled from Pakistan. Time and again, such incidents have come to fore which show that some individuals, and I'm repeating this, some individuals are using the madrasas as terror hubs. Shouldn't action be taken against them, because that ultimately ends up maligning the entire community?
No doubt, Swati. Swati hasn't been there. Cases like this in the ISRO, in the Jammu and Kashmir Police Force. What was the name of Devendra Singh or something? Is it not possible in every other institution, organization, that terrorist seeps in? What is the duty of the state and the intelligence? To nab them, to punish them, have stringent measures. Who stops them? But maligning a community and all the madrasas having a teaching of terrorism by the Kerala government.
Yes, but action is being taken against those individuals. Action is being taken against those individuals.
In
and the purpose of conducting the survey is to gather information about these institutes, about the kind of facilities that is being provided there, about the teachers who are teaching there. And isn't this Firoz Bakht Ahmed in the favor of students who are studying there?
No, absolutely, Swati. I was listening to my learned friend, Mr. Atikur Rahman. Let me tell you one thing. These kind of surveys for the safety and security of the land, these are taken, in each and every madrasa, khanqa, mosque, even in Islamic countries, whether it is Saudi Arabia, it is Iran, it is Pakistan, it is Malaysia, it is Afghanistan, or any other Muslim country. So now in India, what happened was, there was this platform known as Ansarul Bangla. There were complaints about it, and there were also complaints of this ISIS being, being found somewhere in connection with these madrasas which were demolished. However, let me tell you one thing. I do not believe that in madrasas the education of Sartan se Juda is given. It is never given in any madrasa, and our madrasas are peaceful. These poor madrasas are run on shoestring budget, and the local community helps with the rice, with pulses, with ghee and all these things. Nevertheless, what I believe is that these children who can learn a very thick book, the holy book like Quran, they have a lot of, and without any mistake, they have a lot of, in fact, I should say, caliber and this knowledge, this special capability and capacity of these Muslim children should be tapped. And as Prime Minister said, that I want in each and every Muslim's one hand the Holy Quran, in the other hand I want computer. This is what the Sarkar also wants. This is what the UP Chief Minister Yogi also wants. This is also what Sarma also wants. So we have to strengthen the hands of our government.
We have to strengthen the hands of the authorities and the government. Atikur Rahman wants to come.
Each and every government has the right. It has the right to conduct any kind of survey as far as safety and security of the land, which cannot be compromised at any cost. And finally, let me tell you one thing. Do not try to be an apologist. Atikur Rahman Sahab, you are a very learned lawyer. Don't be an apologist and try to balance things. You know, it should also be conducted in government schools, should be conducted in Saraswati and Shishu Mandir. It's fine.
Atikur Rahman.
Our madrasas.
Okay, Mr. Firoz, allow me to come in.
Yes, please go ahead.
From foreign
Mr.
countries.
Firoz,
So the government has all the right in the world to conduct a survey and to modernize the system of education,
the Kerala
which is
governor,
as old
Mr.
as the
Arif
time
Muhammad
of
Khan, who on record every time says that the madrasas in India are teaching terrorism. Thanks for it. But you haven't answered my question, Mr. Firoz. The political parties
I don't agree with him.
are hungry for
I don't
votes.
agree with him.
Their offices are breeding horse
please
trading.
listen to me.
Their
Mr.
offices
Atikur Rahman,
are full of
I do
bringing
not
down
agree with any
government.
person
Don't
what to
they
talk
need
of
a
Arif
survey?
Saab or any other
Don't they
person who
need
says that terrorism
modernization
is taught at
too?
madrasa. No madrasa teaches
They
terrorism.
are undermining democracy,
However, if
sir.
there are certain books which misguide the children, those books should be banned. Like, you know, in some universities, the book of Maulana
Mr. Ahmed, let
was banned.
Atikur Rahman finish his point.
Madrasas, I believe.
Okay, let's give him an opportunity to finish his point.
These madrasas,
Atikur Rahman, go ahead.
They teach the love of the land.
Mr. Firoz, you haven't answered my question. The political parties who are running
what is your
for,
question?
you know, getting the governments, elected governments down by horse trading, by buying the MLAs in crores of rupees, don't they need modernization? Don't they need the modern education?
What are you
of the
comparing?
Constitution of India?
Atikur Rahman,
Don't
that
they
is-
need a
Yes,
survey
yes.
for
What
them?
is this?
Absolutely.
What is
Yes,
what
yes,
is
let
this
me answer.
comparison? Such
Swati, let me
issues.
answer.
No, also such issues. Such
Swati,
issues.
Swati,
Such
please,
issues
yes,
of
ask
horse
me.
trading.
Let me answer it.
When such issues of horse trading,
Listen,
when such
listen.
issues come to the
Mr.
fore, there's
Atikur
something called as
Rahman,
there's something
this is
called
a
as the
legal
anti-defection
question.
law also that kicks
A
in.
wrong is a wrong.
And as per the
Whosoever does it,
anti-defection
whether a
law,
political
action is
party
taken against
or
certain
some
individuals, certain
educational
politicians who are
institution.
involved
You are
in
a lawyer,
unfair
you go to a
and
court of
corrupt
law, challenge it
practices.
there, you go
There
to
are
Supreme
laws.
Court.
People
Best thing is this.
suffer. I am
You are
just
right.
saying that who
You
will
are-
survey
these
them?
malpractices do
Who will
go
survey
into
the
politics.
BJP
But the
offices?
best thing
Who
is,
are undermining
learned
democratic
lawyers,
traditions,
legal
undermining
legals
the
like you
Constitution of
should
India,
challenge it in a court
the
of
spirit
law.
of the
Of course, you are
Constitution
saying
of
it
India
here.
is
All
undermined.
right, all right.
might be
Atikur Rahman,
right.
you very
I am
well
not
know
saying
there
I'm
are
not
there are
challenging
laws in place. If there are corrupt, unfair practices, there are laws in place, and the provisions of those laws provide for punishment. In
These have
case of
been practiced since the time of
yes,
Jawaharlal
there
Nehru,
are
that is-
yes, absolutely. There are provisions in the IPC. There are laws like the anti-defection law, and there is a provision for punishment under these laws. Why compare this to the survey of unrecognized madrasas, where the request came in from the NCPCR, and the UP government says our intention is to find out kind of facilities being provided there so that we can give a more holistic environment there to the kids along with the religious studies. They can also, like you said, build a scientific temperament. So this is modernization is what the government calls. Thank you very much, Firoz Bakht Ahmed and Atikur Rahman, for joining us.